Hello, thank you for joining me here, Soul Sister Psychics. My name is Taiwana, and today is Friday, March 27th, 2020. If you would like a reading from me, you can feel free to text me. Please text me at 404-333-8378, as well as if you like the videos I've shared in the past, the information, please share it along, as well as like and subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate it. Much love and thanks to you in advance for that. A topic that's been, I should say, a phrase that's been prevalent on my mind these past few days is America, the greatest country on earth. I spoke on my last video on how if we as Americans want to think that this really isn't anything and it's not going to happen here, it doesn't matter what we're seeing around the world. It doesn't even matter what we're hearing the health professionals and so forth that are trying to warn us of what they're actually going through in our medical system and not even having the proper equipment to protect themselves. There are medical professionals out there having medical practices right now, be encouraged to do things like take their mask home and wash and sanitize it and reuse it because there's such a shortage. Granted, yes, there is people that are stepping up to the plate up on their own, not by direction of the government, by enforcing any emergency acts. There are medical professionals out there who are doing medical practices that on a normal basis would get them fired, possibly even their license revoked. Any medical student can tell you when you first start out in medical school, sanitation is the basis of the importance within the medical system and the proper hygiene to prevent the spreading of germs and diseases. And we in America right now are we're experiencing something of such severity, and there are still people out there that are ignoring the signs, thinking that, oh, this is going to pass. We're getting encouragements that we're going to open the government, we're going to open up our country again, and possibly in phases. There's lower numbers in this part of the country versus that part of the country. People, this is just beginning, and I can't stress that enough. I saw an imagery when I was listening to the news conferences. I had a image that came to my mind, but that movie, it's an old movie, Evolution, has Orlando Jones, and it's a comedy. Anyway, they had in a petri dish the new sample that they had just discovered from a meteor, and how, and they were trying to figure out how is it evolving, how is it spreading, and somebody put a match in it and it spread all over the walls and everything. That image of everything spreading, that is what I saw. That is what I saw that will happen within this country, simply because people are believing. They're not exposing themselves to all information, and so that's keeping them very narrow-minded, and it's going to end up being something so explosive in order for them to really truly get the picture of how serious this really, really is. And I believe that that's really what's going to happen here. And America, once again, is going to become the greatest country on earth. Once again, we always have been the leaders in the forefront of helping and going and being the rescue for other countries, and insisting upon democracy in other countries, and inviting other people to this great land of ours, land of opportunity. But within those civil rights, within our constitutional rights, there are really a lot of people that feel like that their civil liberties are being violated, that their constitutional rights are being violated, and they shouldn't have to be told to go within because the flu is much worse than this, that there's a higher death rate. The only reason we haven't seen the numbers and the really, really true numbers around the world of what this virus really is able to do is because actions have been taken. The separation of individuals have been taken. But that's not happening here in the United States. And people are still going out feeling like it's not going to affect them. It doesn't have anything to do with them. This is just going to blow over. They're upset with the people who are closing down our cities and whatnot. But in reality, they're doing nothing but trying to protect you. And it's really, really disturbing to me to hear a lot of the comments that are coming from our leaders, It's like it's a old slave mentality saying it's time for everybody to get back to work. It doesn't matter if there's a virus out there, if their people are dying and being sick and they're scared. It's time to get back to work. Go back to work. I don't care. That's the message that is being sent, and those are the things that need to change. You cannot be selective of what you feel the value of life is. You put such value of life upon abortion, saying that it's wrong, but yet we have leaders in our country that is saying it's okay for you to go out and work amongst this time of a very contagious, highly contagious virus that is circulating amongst the world. And America, if you do not heed to what the warning signs are, this has just begun. You're going to see a large number of people. And this is just a warning. Let's not have that title of, America is so, the greatest country on earth. Well, we're going to be the greatest numbers and the greatest deaths. So once again, with everybody within their feeling violations of their civil liberties and whatnot, you too will be a part of making America the greatest country on earth once again. But this won't be in a positive way, but it should be in a wake up way. This should wake people up and pay attention to what is going around you. We shouldn't have. It just shows the division that's what's in this country. Instead of it being a united thing, a United States of America, instead we have had bidding wars for health, for our own, the PPEs that are needed within our hospital systems to be able to protect our first defense, the hospital workers, the police officers, the firefighters, the paramedics. They're getting affected and dying as well. And there are some news stations that are not. They are not showing these images of what is happening and what these doctors and so forth are saying, the help that they need. And shame on America to hold this back like this, simply to allow for biddings amongst the states, biddings and the division, causing further divisions and causing people to pit against each other and causing a bidding war, all for the highest contract. I believe it's going to come out in the end that's going to show that there was a lot of things that could have been already done and administered sent out throughout our country, but it was held up simply for bidding of a bigger contract. Lives could have been saved, but simply for another dollar, they would rather risk lives. That's un-American. And if people feel that is just the way that it is, well, then you need to make a change. No life should be worth another dollar, period. And these are the things that we as individuals need to be thinking about. We need to be reaching out to our leaders as well and expressing our concern of what it is, of what we have been experiencing. Those individuals, those people that are not able to get tested, or they're still in their homes and dying simply because you can't even get a test, or your symptoms weren't strong enough. They're being sent home. That's not American. That should not be happening here in America, the greatest country on earth. We aren't even able to test our citizens. People are being turned away. That makes no sense, and that should not be happening. You shouldn't be selective on who is able. You should not be selective on lives that are lost. If you have a value upon to have criticism to a woman to have an abortion, then where is your selection on life within the United States of saving every life within the citizens of this great country of ours? People really, really need to rethink their values and stop promoting that the grandparents are willing to risk their lives for the economy of their children. No, I don't think that there's people that are willing to step forth and say, yeah, I'll die. No, that's just not the way it works. So with that being said, thank you for listening. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, and share, and do your part and stay home. Do your part in decreasing the spread, because this is only just begun. Okay? Thank you, love and light, and I will see you next time.